Alright, so I'm making this video more as proof to myself that this is actually real. Because I can't believe this. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming. I've had this dream too many times before and woken up from it and been severely disappointed to realize that it wasn't real. But according to what I've heard just from when I woke up about 2 minutes ago, there might be a Jurassic Park game that we as the community have always wanted, and I have to watch this video to figure out if it's actually real. And even if, like I said, I've had this stream so many times before. Just please let this one be real. I don't want to wake up again. Uh, let's see. Let's just please give this to me. I'm just, I, I'm so excited at the same time, so worried.
Off the coast of Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Really spectacular, spared no expense. For this place, I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real.
Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Maya Joshi. I've been left behind on Isla Nubla.
Oh, the raptor! How'd the raptor get out? It's a magnet from inside the fridge.
Is anyone there?
Yeah, they gotta find. That's probably why they unlocked the fridge. They had to find some way to put the raptor in. But man, have they finally done it? Have they finally listened? Have they given us what the community has wanted? I mean, all we can hope for is that, yes, that they finally did it. That they understood that, hey, you don't have to make everything for children. That we can have some adult content in here. That we can have some fun. That doesn't have to involve just, the kids. Jurassic Park should be able to serve both audiences. I've been saying that for so long, and yet the movies continue to tone down the violence to make it more, I guess drop the rating. I mean, Jurassic World Dominion had like nothing. Like one dude getting eaten whole and that's it. While the past two movies were having blood raining down from trees with his arms getting ripped off and stuff. And I was just kind of afraid that something like this would never happen. Like, I'll be straight up honest. I, lost hope, entirely. I was like, great, so this is how we're gonna go, just never gonna make anything for anyone older than 12. So to see that they're actually gonna do this, that they're actually going to make the game that people have been asking for forever. Like, they did it with Jurassic World Evolution. They gave us the sequel to Jurassic Park Operation Genesis that people like me really, really wanted. And then we're like, okay, can we get the more horror focused, survival game that, some realistic graphics? And then they went with that VR game and it was kind of close, but first of all, I don't own a VR headset, and second of all, it had the kind of cartoony graphics. So once again, we're like, they're actually gonna it doesn't really suit what we're looking for. There you go. They went with the perfect storyline too, because really anyone could have been left behind on the island. They went with the Telltale sort of storyline, and I have to wonder if we're gonna see any of the creatures from the Telltale game in here. I don't know, because that would kind of require somebody at Universal to know something about like the extended canon of Jurassic Park, and that is very unlikely. Let's be real, we're probably not gonna see Herrerasaurus or Tylosaurus or Troodon or any of those guys. I mean, I can be hopeful that we might see them because, you know, well, some of the game has been made non-canon at this point. I mean, some of it hasn't. They still are the ones responsible for naming Mount Sibo. So, you know, we can still have some hope that we can get some more dinosaurs. Cause, I mean, even if it's just T-Rex and Dilophosaurus and the single Velociraptor, I mean, it is what it is. It's still gonna be totally freaking awesome to get a game with the, you know, actual realistic AAA graphics, a survival horror experience. Although, it's also, being honest about another thing here, they're probably not going to let us have a gun, even though, you know, we should logically be able to go down to the emergency bunker and grab ourselves a nice, you know, Spaz 12 to go start bopping some dinosaurs. I don't think they're going to give us that ability. And you know what? I mean, it would actually be... She would have never really wielded a gun before, would she? The gun would probably just fly out of her hands because she's never shot a gun before. Never mind. I mean, even if you picked up the gun, you probably wouldn't be able to use it. So you know what? They've given us enough reasons that they won't be able to, or I guess I should say enough excuses why we're not going to be able to hold a gun in this game. Got our main character, Maya Joshi. And, I mean, it's pretty much exactly what you could expect. Somebody's left behind on Isla Nublar. And we're going back to Jurassic Park as well. Which is kind of surprising. Hopefully, you know? Because remember they did the Jurassic World Survival. If anyone remembers that old project that was going to be made. Which is going to be set, you know, 2014 Jurassic World. Where you get a whole bunch of dinos. And now they're, like, scaling it back to just original Jurassic Park. I guess more because it fits the horror elements better. There's a lot to say about this. And I just don't know if there's really... like, there's so many things you could talk about, but, like, I think it's just we're gonna have to wait for actual, you know, information. Some more stuff coming out. Did it even say when this thing is coming out? Or, like, is it just, like, a coming soon type of thing? It's more just a coming soon, it seems. They're not giving us any specific release dates or anything. So, this could be a year or two away at this point. But however long we have to wait, I know this. I'm streaming a full playthrough of this when I get it. Because this looks like, you know, amazing. This, the brief gameplay footage we saw, most of it was pre-rendered, so it only gives us a vague idea as to what the game is like. But yeah, I want to be super excited, but I still have that worry that I'm going to wake up again. Because I've had this dream so many times and just woken up and been like, God, it's a dream again. It's not real. Go back to boring life where this will never exist. And now it's here. Hopefully. You know? Hopefully hopefully this one sticks. This one's not me sleeping and imagining the kind of video game that I've always wanted to play. Yeah, so I guess I'll finally read these. Adventure through the fully released Isla Nublar. If this gives us the full Isla Nublar map, like if this is open world, like that would be, I can't imagine it being. It has to be like a single, you know, a linear experience, right? If it isn't and it's like open world, and we like, even if it's not all of Isla, like it's a sectioned off area of Isla Nublar enclosed by mountains or something, that would make this like the best Jurassic Park game ever made by such a significant margin. Like, I love Jurassic World Evolution 2, but being able to play a survival horror game where you get to free roam Isla Nublar, that's like the greatest video game ever made right there. Especially if they stick, you know, like the whole trailer was really dark and ominous, and that's exactly what we need. Dinosaurs are scary. If you were locked on an island with dinosaurs, you would be living in constant fear. That's just how it is. Dinosaurs are absolutely terrifying. They're beautiful, they're amazing, they're mysterious, and they absolutely annihilate you, given even a fraction of a chance. Given the iconic towering case visitors enter beyond, Jurassic Park comes alive like never before. Like I said, I really need to know if this is going to be a single linear experience where we get to go through everything in a set pattern, in our set, way, or if this is more open, where we get to go around and do our own things and just happen to go to certain areas to progress. Either way, it's fine. I would prefer the open world experience, but I'm not going to complain just because it's linear. Linear game experiences are important. They help you, actually set pace and, help gives you more control over what's going on. Open world just gives you that freedom. It's more fun. And in a horror game like this, a lot more terrifying because you never know. There's no set piece for where the dinosaurs appear. It's going to be you're just wandering in the woods and you have to keep an ear and eye open because there could be anything hiding anywhere at any time. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see which route they choose. Open world for the more free and less controlled experience that will probably be more terrifying because it'll be more organic. Or if they go for the more set and designed linear experience that allows them to have more control, then probably means we'll be able to tell a little bit better when things are going to happen, Either one is fine. I'm not going to complain about either one. I just want to point out that each has their own advantages, Of course, evade prehistoric predators, outsmart, escape, interact films. Iconic dinosaurs use your ingenuity through distraction and stealth to navigate intense, unforgettable encounters in a journey to outlast some of the deadliest creatures that ever walked the earth. Yeah, just from the movies. Again, like I said, because if it's just the movies, we're only going to get Dilo, Raptor, and T-Rex. We're only going to get that one Raptor, too, especially if they're going to try to follow film canon, because the other two got eaten by Rexy. Oh, wait, what about the baby Raptors? I guess they wouldn't be grown up at this point, but... Interesting. That's something to consider. And like I said, if they expand it a little bit more, we could get Herrerasaurus and Troodon, and if they really want to go expanding, we could even get maybe some sort of, probably, like I said, this is probably gonna have a brief encounter with the Tylosaurus. Tylosaurus is beyond even further than just getting Herrerasaurus or Troodon. Let's be real. In reality, we're guaranteed to get Dilo, Raptor, T-Rex. If we get lucky, it'll be Troodon and Herrerasaurus, and if they really want to make us happy, they'll also throw in the Tylosaurus. Maybe they don't even need to throw in a swimming escape sequence. We could just find the underwater dome, Dr. Laura, it's not Dr. Sor. It's not a lab. It's just a random, underwater viewing dome, right? Haven't played that game in a while, I forget. I don't know if it's Sorkin's lab or if it's just a random area. Survive the island, explore the park, and face dangers. Use all resources at your disposal to find intelligent solutions to endure many threats lurking on easily. See, that's what it is. How are they going to implement this? What are they going to do to help you avoid getting, devoured? T-Rex, you already know. You're going to have to pick up a whole ton of road flares. Pick those up, chuck them, and start running. But the Raptor, the Dilo, how are they going to make, ways for you to get away from those guys? It's a question. Maybe we can get they can build a shield to block the Dilo's venom or something. Maybe a garbage can lid or something. And for Raptors, I don't know. Pray. Hope that Jesus is on your side in that situation. So yeah. There's so much to say, but without any more information, there's only so much speculation that you can do. We can clearly see from, the short, brief gameplay we get, there's a section on a boat, which is, again, sort of interesting, which is why I mentioned before the whole, Tylosaurus. Maybe you get some sort of swimming T-Rex sequence like in the novel, too. That could be cool. Get an underground section. I think that's with the Dilo. The next two skinny. It looks like its head's got a head crest and all that. And then you go back to the boat sequence, and there's the Raptor jumping on the boat. She better get to work drop kicking that thing or it's going to eat her face. Because it's push that thing into the water. You get to see the T-Rex in a sewage drain, which kind of reminds me of that one animation by what's his name, Ali Owada, the guy who does the Jurassic Park, Blender animations. There's one. I remember this one scene where he has the character run into a drain pipe and there's a T-Rex there. Kind of reminds me of that. Also kind of reminds me of Left 4 Dead Safe Room, if I'm being honest. But yeah, so it's just cool. It's really, really cool. And like I said, I can only hope this is actually real this time. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait for more information, and hopefully, you know, hopefully this can be just as amazing as we all want it to be. At the bare minimum, we can say we are getting, like I said, for carnivores, obviously T-Rex, Diloraptor, and for herbivores, Brachiosaurus, Gallimimus, and Triceratops. Hopefully Parasaurolophus, because Parasaurolophus is in the original Jurassic Park. We really want to hope they stick to really, like I said, I really want them to knuckle down this lore, make sure they don't mess anything up. Ugh. So if it's not a bit weird sometimes, I am still waking up. Like I said, I just woke up, logged onto YouTube, all rubbing my eyes, and I see everyone talking about, oh my god, Jurassic Park Survival, they actually did it. And I'm like, oh, what? No, they couldn't have. There's no way Universal understands that this is what we want. They've been doing this kiddie stuff for so long. So yeah. Really, that's all of them, right? There was only like, because there was the 7 dinosaurs in the original movie. T-Rex, Diloraptor, Brachy, actually, Triceratops, and Parasaurolophus. I'm really trying to make sure I don't forget one, because I could have sworn it was just the 7. But yeah. Oh. Yep, and that's my alarm. It's a Jurassic Park T-Rex sound. That should tell you enough about me right there. I don't know if you can even hear that. Anyways, so yeah, that's all there is to say for now. Hopefully, you know, this is as amazing as it looks. You can get a full, I don't know, it would be 60 or 70 bucks, who knows? A full AAA Jurassic Park survival horror experience that doesn't skimp on being absolutely terrifying. That's all we can hope for. It really is. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna. Sorry. I guess that's just it. And like I said, cross our fingers and hope for the best. And I really hope that this one's just, you know, the one that's actually real.